Shalom! Thanks for watching Doing Life with Jenny. Today we're talking about using the restroom in Mexico, and yes, it's that different that it requires a video, and this actually applies to several countries, so don't think, oh my goodness, what's wrong with Mexico? The US is usually the exception to most of the planet, FYI. So stay tuned to know how to go potty in Mexico. So, you're walking around Mexico, you just ate some tacos, you're gonna go sightseeing, and nature calls. It's not like in the US where you can just pull over into McDonald's parking lot, go in without eating, and leave after using the restroom, or stopping at a gas station and just using the restroom and coming on out. Like in the US, that is fairly normal, nobody bats an eye, but in Mexico, you always have to be a customer to use a restaurant or a store's restroom. So what are you going to do if you're not a customer? Well, you could go in and order something you didn't actually want or need, or Mexico actually treats restrooms like a business. So as you're walking down the sidewalk, you see an ice cream shop, you see a shoe store, there's going to be a restroom in a spot that would be like a business stall otherwise. And this is either going to be labeled sanitarios or WC. Now, if you're at like the mall or the movie theater, you can use the restroom just like you would in the US. You don't have to like show a receipt that you bought something at the mall. But otherwise, if you're just out and about, you're going to look for the sanitarios or WC sign. Next, you're not just going to walk on in. No, my friends. You need to have 5 or 6 pesos handy. 5 pesos is about 25 US cents. And either there will be a machine for you to pay, and then you walk through the gate, or there will be an attendant that you'll pay. Okay? When you pay very close attention. Otherwise, the rest of your bathroom trip is going to go horribly. Okay? If there is an attendant that collects your money at the door, more than likely they're going to give you some toilet paper, which is included in the price. If there's no attendant, it's very possible that the toilet paper holder is as soon as you walk into the restroom before you get into the stall. Okay, look for this before you sit down and do your business. Otherwise, what you gonna do, okay? This toilet paper might be free. I mean, you already did pay to get into the restroom, or you might have to pay again to get some more toilet paper, okay? If the attendant is handing you the toilet paper, it could be very awkward. Let's say if you need to do more than a number 1, or if it's your time of the month, and the little cachito, how do you say that in English? Like the little piece they give you isn't going to do the job. Then I don't know if you have the guts to ask for more and explain why. I'm sure they might charge you more, but just keep your fingers crossed that it's the kind where you can just take as much as you need, or at least you can keep paying on your own and taking as much as you need and not having to ask the lady or the gentleman for more. Okay? Now listen very, very, very carefully. Do not count on the restroom having toilet paper. Always have your own toilet paper in your pocket or your purse. Carry around a book bag, carry around something. Because I guarantee you will come across restrooms maybe, let's say 30% of the time that don't have their own toilet paper. I'm making up the percent. I'm just going off of my own experiences. But I would say 30% probably seems about right. Okay, I'm going to tell you a dirty story just because I have nothing to hide, okay? If you don't like dirty stories, skip ahead a bit. But once upon a time ago, my first time or second time in Mexico, I was traveling from the then husband's house to Mexico City, and it was about a 4-hour drive. In that point of time, I got horrible anxiety when traveling, and when I get anxiety, let's just say the digestive system works a little too well. So I had fallen asleep on the way there, and I woke up maybe 30 minutes before we were getting to the bus station. We were traveling via bus, and I had to go. But what was I going to do? This particular bus didn't have a restroom. They usually do, but this one did not. So I told my then mother-in-law, hey, I have to use the restroom, but I didn't really explain why. She was like, oh, we just have about 30 more minutes to go, okay? Can you imagine holding your diarrhea for 30 minutes? That's difficult enough, okay? But I did it because I had no other option. So we get to the bus station, I run off to the restroom, I pay my 5 pesos, and I didn't even look for the toilet paper because I knew I had some in my purse. However, with the diarrhea, the toilet paper just didn't go as far as I would have hoped. So I was digging through my purse looking for receipts. I'm just telling you this so you don't make the same mistake. Okay, so let's back up a little bit, okay? You're in the restroom, you have your toilet paper because you either brought it or you got it at the door, or if you're really lucky, it's there in the stall, okay? It is possible that there isn't even a toilet seat on the toilet. Not that you're going to sit on a public toilet anyway, I'm just saying, okay? Do your business, you wipe, but do not put it in the toilet. You need to put the toilet paper in the trash can. Okay, next, it's time to flush the toilet. If you're in a really ghetto bathroom, there's going to be a bucket of water for you to pour down the toilet to flush it, or there will be somebody in charge of doing that for you. It's not super common, I would say, but it does happen, especially in small towns. Okay? Otherwise, you're going to flush it like normal. But normal for Mexico could fairly well be a pedal on the floor for you to push with your foot. I really like this because you don't have to touch anything. Okay? They might also have normal, what do you call those? Flushers? They have like the little stick kind. Or actually, Mexico is already on the ball with having like 2 different size buttons on the toilet. The one for the pee and one for the poop. It uses more water or less water depending on the job. Those are already very common throughout Mexico as well. Okay, so you've managed to use the restroom, you've managed to flush, now it's time to wash your hands. The sink will be normal by US standards, or the sink might have a stick, like a metal stick, coming out of the faucet, and you just push it to the side for the water to come out. It's pretty easy to figure out. So there you have it, folks. Now you know how to do your business in Mexico. I have a little bit of weirdness when it comes to using the restroom in foreign countries because I know the bathrooms aren't as accessible as in the US. So if I'm eating at a restaurant and I don't necessarily need to go, or if I'm at the mall and don't necessarily need to go, I'm going to use the restroom just because I know I have access to one at that moment before I leave. Because 30 minutes, an hour from now, you probably will have to go, and then it's harder to track a restroom down. So go even if you don't think you need to. Before we leave today, here's a little fun fact. You know how kids in the US usually need to bring like a box of Kleenexes as one of their school supplies? At some schools in Mexico, you need to bring a roll of toilet paper. I hope you found the video interesting. If you would like to continue following me in my journey in moving from the US to Mexico, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, and be sure to give the video a like. I appreciate it.